sticks.
What club was that at?
That was.
Admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
So we're showing you the fact that we were colonized. If you come up here, you'll see that we have some big posters here highlighting our history. The fact that we were colonized by another race of people, all of that is biblical. And that's biblical because we break God's commandments. So we're going to read Psalms chapter 17, verse 13, right?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy soul.
What God said about the wicked is what?
Which is thy soul.
So whenever God wants to punish us, he always sends the other nations against us. And why would he do that? When we live in sin. Whenever you see other nations among us, that's a bad sign. Because they're coming to take our resources. When you look at the passports, they come and do all kind of citizenship by investments, taking our passports. Right? Young man, how you doing, bro? You don't read the Bible? What's your name? Huh? Mary. Do you know what color Jesus is? So watch this here, my brother. Right? If you were to guess, which one is the real Christ of the Bible? If you were to guess. Based on what you've been taught, based on what you know, based on what your parents taught you about Jesus, going to church and all of that here. When you look at this image, which one you say is the real Christ? Based on what you've been taught. Based on what they show you over the years. Right? Based on you growing up as a young man in your parents' house. Which one of these images is Christ? You can show me which one? You can point at it, it's all right. Which one? Based off of going to school, morning devotion, right? Based off of going to church, like I said earlier, going to church every Sunday. Which one of these is the depiction of Christ? You can point over here. Somewhere over here, right? Right. So let's see according to the Bible, right? So the track we give you, we're going to go to that verse. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. If you open it to the middle, and this is important because we have to understand, us knowing who this Bible is written to is very important because we cannot see ourselves in this Bible because of our colonial history. The white men before and those that God sent against us taught us to not have self-confidence in seeing ourselves in the Bible. So we're going to show the young man here that Christ is a black man just like all these people are looking across here. Then we get Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. So what we do, we get in the true color of Jesus Christ. Never mind what they taught you in the churches. The so-called churches. The churches teach lies. And the lies are based off of the colonial teachings that we receive in our schools and our institutions. So we're here to clear up all the lies. So we're going to we're showing this brother here the color of Christ. My brother, do you know what color Jesus Christ is? The so-called Jesus Christ is? Do you know what color he is? Based on this image here, right? Which one you say is the true description of Christ, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
See Christ through my own spectacles.
Okay, so you see Christ through your own spectacles. Which one of these is him? When you saw him? That's right. So you know where to find that in the Bible? Do you know where to find it? My brother, don't bust off. We're going to go over the color, man. Don't be so afraid. Watch. You see this book here? It's very thick, right? This is talking about us. This is the records of the Israelites. Right? This is very important. I mean, we're going to read it real quick. We should read it. We're going to read in the Bible where you see Christ come. Right? Just give us 2 minutes, bro. So, the first chapter of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. Verse 1.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
You know what revelation means? To reveal. So John is going to reveal to us the true color of the Messiah. Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. his head and his hairs were white like wool.
So Christ's literal head and his hairs were what?
White like wool.
White is a color, wool is a texture. You ever touch woolly hair, bro? Look at that. That's woolly hair, right? You see how easy the Bible is? So woolly hair is what the white man taught us is ethnic hair, right? In this world, you got your texture here, and then you got the other nations here, which is a stringy hair, right? So Christ had what type of texture here?
White like wool.
Wool. Keep reading.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So that precept with the prophecy, when Christ comes, his eyes gonna be red with wine. Right?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So he says what? His what?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So you're wearing sandals, right? I can see the top of your foot, right? And it's the same complexion as the rest of your body, right? Let's say what the Bible said.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
You know what color brass is? You know what color brass is?
Yeah, man.
What color it is?
Come on.
Brownish. You hear what he said? Brass. The top of your foot is the same complexion as the rest of your body, right? So let me read it over because he's following along. You ready?
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace.
So like the young man said, brass is brown. Brass is a derivative of brown. And what?
As if they burn in a furnace.
So the complexion of Christ is as if they burn in a furnace. If you burn rice, what color it turn? If you burn rice,
Turn black.
turn black. Right? So process of elimination. He said his hairs. What color is Christ's hairs?
White.
Is this any depiction here white? No. So that tells you we've been taught a lie. So even when you go in the Catholic Church, you see this lie right here. And the Anglican Church, they don't give you this depiction because they want you to know your history. They want you to know who you are. You know why that's important? If you know who you are, you know where you're going. You check what I'm saying? So as Israelites, right? So you know what color Christ is now, right? So do you know what color the Jews are? If Christ is black, right? Based on what we read, which one of these is it? Which one more? This one, right? So based off of this now, right? You know what tribe Christ came from? You get the tribe? Hebrews 7:14. Do you know what tribe Christ come from, Roman? So when you look over here, let's go over here. You see right over there, the last one over there, it says Judah. Yeah. This is what the Bible calls us. And this is what the world calls us. Right? So where on here you find your father come from? Which tribe here? Which one? The first one? Judah, right? So you're an Israelite according to the Bible. And it's more than knowing that you're an Israelite, right? Deuteronomy 10 and 12. So you just learned something new right now, right? Because earlier we went over, we said based on your upbringing, Christ is a white man. But we went in the Bible and show that his skin is like burnt brass. If you burn anything, it turns black. So it can't be this white image that they have in the churches that they show us every day, all these generations. So in slavery, you can imagine how they beat this image inside us, right? Now you acknowledge you're Israelite. This is what God requires of you, right?
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So what God requires of you, read?
But to fear the Lord thy God.
So it said to fear the Lord thy God. You know what it is to fear the Lord thy God? Proverbs 8:13. You know what it is to fear the Lord thy God? So this is the fear of the Lord, bro. Proverbs chapter 8 verse 13. This is the fear of the Lord.
The work of Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
Hear what God said? The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. That's the true fear of the Lord. So if you fear the Lord, you're going to hate evil. You know what kind of evil you're talking about? You want me to give you an example? One example is, you're young, you got a girlfriend. So, as having a girlfriend, what kind of needs you got to satisfy with having a girlfriend? What kind of love? Sex part of it?
No, not really.
Good. So you hear what the young man said? When you got a girlfriend, you don't always have to have sex with her, right? Because if you have sex with her, that's evil according to the Most High. So this is, we're gonna read the Bible and show all of you who got girlfriends and boyfriends what you gotta do. Because we read earlier, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil. So we're gonna get one of the evil you should hate in order to live in the spirit of the Most High. When you get a girlfriend, you ain't supposed to get a girlfriend. But if you got a girlfriend, this is what you gotta do. Read.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16.
You listening, bro? Exodus chapter 22, verse 16. You listening, right? If you got a girlfriend, young, that might happen. If you get a girlfriend, this is what you gotta do. Read.
And if a man entice a maid,
He's a young man, right? He says what?
if a man entice a maid,
A young man entice a maid. You know what I mean by entice a maid? If you check for a young lady, right? You check for, right? Read.
that is not betrothed,
Meaning she's single. Read.
and lie with her,
You know what I mean by lie with her? When the Bible says, if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, you know what that means? That really means you had sex with her. You lay down in the bed, right? When you have sex, you lay down, right? Or you could start up in the whatever machinery, whatever, right? Right? So let's read it over one more time.
and if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
So if you lay down with a woman, you must what?
Surely endow her to be his wife.
You hear what God said? Let me go back to Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. So the Bible says, if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, the man is supposed to endow her to be his wife. So all of y'all sleeping around, God said, if y'all having sex, you're supposed to make that woman your wife. Why? Because you have to live in the fear of the Lord. So we go into the fear of the Lord. Here's the precept to show what is the fear of the Lord. Right?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 30. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
Hear what God said? The fear of the Lord, you have to hate evil. Meaning, you can't go love having sex with one woman to another woman. You gotta pick one and marry her. Right? So, what we going over? We're going over what does God require us as a society of Israelites, or what they call us Africans. We're going over what does God require of us. Now that we know we are the Israelites according to the Bible, it's more than just knowing. There's actions you have to prove. So we're showing you according to the Bible, when it comes to the fear of the Lord, there are actions you have to do. And one of the actions is, we just read in the Exodus chapter 22 verse 16. If a man lie down with a woman, he has to marry her. What you ask, bro? Yeah, let me read that for you. Right, and this is very important. The brother asked a good question. Yeah, read up on the track. We got a website. Check it out, brother, all right? It's a good question because the man asked. Come on here and ask the question. As an elder, he asked a good question. And that's why we're here. We're here to shed light on the truth. What the question he asked again, bro?
If you show, you let a woman, you must marry her.
Right, so we're going to do that. The question is, when you let her with a woman, if you must marry her. Read.
This is the book of Exodus.
What's the book?
Exodus.
You listening, bro? You hear my brother? Which book?
The book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed.
So when you entice a maid, you know what I mean? If you check for a young lady, a maid is a woman of marriageable age. Read.
And lie with her.
You know what lie with her means? Read.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
He shall what?
Surely endow her to be his wife.
So you see what the Bible says? That's out the Bible. And it's important because they don't teach this in the church. They don't teach this in the church. We just went over the color of Christ. We show that Christ is a black man according to the Bible. Right? Yeah, let me get Hebrews chapter 13. So, if you lay down with a woman, God say you have to what? What the Bible say? You got, say. You have to marry her. All praises. And why is that important? Because this is the importance of it. Read.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
No, having sex with multiple women.
Marriage is honorable in all.
If I see the white woman, just gotta sleep with her, and that's it.
Marriage is honorable in all.
I got 10 and 20 Spanish thing. What God say?
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers,
You know what whoremonger is? So a whore is a woman who have sex with many men, right? But a whoremonger is a man who go on and have sex with multiple women. What God say?
but whoremonger and adulterers, God will judge.
So you know what in the judgment? God say if he's a whoremonger, an adulterer means if you're married and you're gonna having sex with all these different women. God say he gonna what?
God will judge.
You know what you mean by judge? You know what the judgment is? As an elder, what's what the judgment?
So yes.
Tell the people, because these young people need to listen. They need to listen to the Bible. So as an elder man, what's one of the judgment that God said he gonna, if as a whoremonger? Give me an example of one. A popular one.
If
Judgment. Let me read it over one more time.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Listen really slowly for brother. Listen, right? What's your name? What's your name? Dennis. Listen, Dennis.
Marriage is honorable in all,
So you understand that, right? Marriage is honorable now, right?
and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers
We know what whoremonger is.
and adulterers,
We know what adultery is.
God will judge.
Who will judge? God will judge. How did he judge? How does he judge a whoremonger and adulterer? With what? With diseases. Let's get a precept. Let's see, how does God judge a whoremonger and an adulterer? Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
See that? What they're talking about? AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis, venereal disease. God said he will what?
Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will the Lord bring upon thee.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is